Aloha, guys, and welcome back to Degree Free. We are your hosts, Ryan and Hannah Maruyama. On this podcast, we share fundamentals we've discovered and the mistakes we've made while self-educating, getting work, building businesses, and making money. We'll tell you how to make it happen. No degree needed.
Welcome back, everybody. We're happy to have you. If you are new here, we have a guide. If you have been here before, then you already know about this, but I'm going to tell you again. And that is that if you want to get a job without a college degree, and you want to take action on some of the stuff you hear in today's episode, or some of the stuff you've heard in past episodes, please check out the website. It's degreefreenetwork.com. We have the guide on there, and you can grab that and get to work. If you are old or new, please like and subscribe. Help support the podcast, and it helps us do what we do.
Yep, right on, guys. And once again, thank you for bearing with us. We are in our temporary studio. Our temporary studio is our living room. So for those watching, you're going to notice that it is still different. And for those listening, you can tell that it's a little bit different. We're on the backup gear. But thank you for hanging in there. And we'll get into today's episode. Today, we are going to be talking about why you need to be applying during the holiday season.
This one was a shocker, actually, when we ended up doing some reading about this and finding out that what I always thought is wrong and what you always thought is wrong, and that is that hiring is not it's not a good idea to apply for jobs during the holidays, and that is false. Actually, it is a good time to apply for jobs, and there's a few reasons, and we're going to go into those.
Yeah, I always thought. And I don't know why I thought this. I think it was just why everybody else thinks it, apparently.
People can have Christmas parties, but they can't hire people.
Yeah, I always just thought that, during the holiday season, kind of just cruise. And I think companies are kind of cruising too. It's not really a good time to hire because they're going through their end of year financials. They're trying to get their numbers in order, and they're worried about their Christmas parties, and they're worried about making sure that all the work gets done before the new year and before people go on vacation. But then, we started doing a little bit of research on it, or there's a couple of articles that we read. I think hopefully we can find them, and we'll link to them in the show notes for everybody. But that just says that we were wrong.
We were very wrong, but two of the things that you actually brought up there are part of the reason that we're wrong. So the first one would be what you said is not wrong about people are, it's kind of cruise and people are doing their Christmas parties. That is one of the reasons why you should continue to apply during the holidays, because this is just a known fact that people are more generous during the holidays and generally happier. And not only that, but hiring managers actually have more downtime than they do the rest of the year because of the end of year wind down that you're talking about. And so that's actually a huge part of it. So another aspect that you touched on was actually the other reason that you should continue to apply. And it's kind of two-sided. So like you said, a lot of people think that you shouldn't apply during the end of the year because that is when the budget is done, right? There's not enough money. People stop hiring. And especially during this weird job market that we're in right now, people are still hiring. They're still hiring quite a lot of people because there's a labor shortage and everything is kind of insane right now. But also, what people don't realize is that sometimes if you are interviewed during December, you may be brought on with the monies from January 1st, right? So you're brought on with the money from the new year, but they're going to hire you in December. They're going to onboard you. You're going to go through the whole process and get your offer on January 1st, the first week of the year, while everybody else is crowding in and trying to knock on the door that you're already through. So that's a huge thing.
Yeah. So what I think is happening and what happens at the end of the year is that a lot of people just drop out of the job market because of all the reasons that I stated. And I thought it was happening from a company's perspective, which, now that I think about it, it's kind of silly because a company always runs. The company always has to make money, but it's actually happening from a personal perspective. So what's happening is that job candidates, job applicants are self-removing themselves from the selection process during this time because there's family dinners to go to and holiday season, holiday shopping to do, getting prepared for the new year. And then a lot of people just think, oh, okay, new year, new you, you'll just hit it as soon as the new year comes around and you'll get a job then. And I think that's what everybody else does too. And so one of the reasons why you want to stay applying relentlessly through this time is because there's going to be a lot of self-removal from the job market. And if you stay in there, you're going to be able to, exactly what you just said earlier, you're going to be able to hopefully get through all the interview processes and be able to start as soon as the new year comes around instead of starting in February or something like that.
The article, I'll link the article below that I read about this, but especially I have two examples, especially employed people. If somebody is employed already and they want a new job and they've been job hunting, when the holidays come around, they stop. They stop because, like you said, they have stuff to do. And the stability is useful for them doing the family dinners and whatever they want to do during the holidays. And then they're just going to jump back in the new year because they can, right? They're already employed. Now, anecdotally, what I think is especially a lot of the younger people who were part of the Great Resignation, I think they're just giving themselves a vacation. They're like, oh, well, I'll just take time off and I'll stay with my parents and blah, blah, blah. And they just gave up on the job hunt. And I think that they, as all humans do, right? They like to start things fresh. And so they're going to go, oh, new year, new me. I'm going to start January 1st looking really hard. But I think that a lot of them are going to miss the boat because of that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the weird job market that we find ourselves in right now. I mean, record number of people are resigning from their jobs.
And still more. It keeps happening.
Right. Millions of Americans every month just resigning, and a lot of them don't have work lined up. And I think, and anecdotally, and these anecdotes come from people that talk to us about what we do, right?
And we're just listening.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so, our sample size, this is all hearsay, but yeah, I mean, people are quitting and people are just like, yeah, I'm just going to cruise. I'm just going to hang out until the new year and then I'll hit it afterwards. But if you stay relentlessly applying to this time, hopefully you are still in the job market and hopefully you get noticed because there's just fewer applicants.
Mm-hmm. It has a few advantages if you think about it from a hiring perspective. Like if you're a hiring manager, it means that you leisurely can pick your candidate. You're also having fun because it's a nice time of year and things are going on and you're pretty happy and you don't have too much going on at work. So you're just working with, a couple candidates versus the 100 that you were working with before, right? Because it cuts down significantly. And then you just have these people interviewed, onboarded, and ready to be hired or offered first week of the year. That sounds great, and I think that I do think that might be what's going on.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much today's episode. It's just really quick. We wanted to get this out in a timely manner just because we see this happening so often.
Yeah.
Right.
And just because it seems like this is a time-sensitive thing that may help you land a job if you've been struggling, and also something that, it just be part of the crew that is applying during this time because there's a smaller pool and you want to be part of a smaller pool if you can be in any way. All right, people, that is actually it for today. We just wanted to hop on, let you know that, and thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for how to take action on some of the stuff we talked about today or in past episodes, like I said, we have the guide. It's on the website. It's degreefreenetwork.com. Go ahead and pick that up if you need to know how to get a job without a college degree in December or otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. This was a really quick one. Hopefully this caught you guys in time. I know it's a holiday season. So hopefully you guys are still applying and you guys are getting after it. And hopefully you guys land a job.
Yeah.
Because of this. That'd be great.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you.
Yes. And if you guys support the podcast, please consider leaving us a 5-star review. We hope that we deserve 5 stars anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever, and thumbs up and like and subscribe on YouTube. we are trying to be better about our social media. So if you could give us a follow at our social media, everything's linked below if you're watching the videos. And you can also find us on degreefreenetwork.com. We'll have all the links there as well. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, as usual, just drop us a line at contact@degreefreenetwork.com. Let us know if you have any questions. Hopefully we can answer them on the podcast. All right. Until next time, guys. Aloha.